Hello everyone, my name is Alexandra Payton. I am a senior at Colorado State University getting my degree in nutrition and food science. I graduate May 2020 and then I'm moving on to my dietetic internship and master's degree starting June 2020 at Texas Tech. I'm here today to teach you guys how to do the blueberry baked oatmeal recipe brought to you by the Kendall Reagan Nutrition Center. Before starting to assemble this recipe, make sure you preheat your oven to 375 degrees. Ingredients for this recipe, we have some quick oats, we have baking powder, we have cinnamon, some fat-free milk, an egg, some agave, vanilla extract, a little bit of salt, we have a full banana and some blueberries, and then some walnuts. So at first, we're gonna start with mixing our dry ingredients together. So we're gonna take a cup of uncooked quick oats, add the half a teaspoon of baking powder, along with 3/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. All right, and then we're gonna set aside our toppings up here for now so we have space. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna simply stir it together so it's homogeneous. You get all that cinnamon in there so it's not too clumpy and mixed in well. The mixture looks nice and uniform. So we're gonna set that aside. And then what we're gonna do next is take the full cup of fat-free milk and put it in a different bowl. We'll add the egg as well. And then we're gonna add the 2 tablespoons of agave. And sometimes it helps just to move that whisk in there just to get it, because sometimes it gets stuck on the side, especially if you're using honey too. And then we're gonna add the 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna whisk together. So this mixture is also homogeneous. Okay, and then setting the wet mixture aside, you're gonna take your dry mixture. You're gonna add just a pinch of salt and stir that in there. And then what you're gonna wanna do is take a baking pan. Now if you don't have a non-stick baking pan, you'll want to put some cooking spray all around it and especially on the sides so it doesn't stick together. So next up, you'll want to add the quick oats and just make sure they're evenly spread out throughout the bottom. All right, like so. And then what you'll want to do is you'll take your 1 banana and then half a cup of blueberries and disperse it about. And make sure to always wash your hands before you start cooking. You'll want to make sure you have the least amount of germs all over them just for food safety reasons so you don't get yourself sick or others. Now I'm just gonna spread the blueberries across the top like so. And nothing has to be perfect, it's on your personal preference. All right. Then the next step is you're going to want to add the wet mixture. Making sure you try and get the top completely as best as you can. Sometimes it helps if you want to use a measuring cup to pour it in because it has that spout. So you're not just dumping it if you have a hard time holding your hands together. And then for personal preferences, you'll want to add some nuts. So 1/4 cup of walnuts is what I'll be using, and I'll just sprinkle them on top. All right, and then you're ready to bake. All right, guys, you just pick up your dish and you throw it in the oven. Like so, and then you'll want to put it in there for 30 minutes until the top is nice and golden brown. All right, guys, it's been about 30 minutes, so we're gonna take a peek and see if it's ready to go. Oh yeah, look at that. Oof. Cinnamon smells amazing. Look at that. It's ready to eat. Make sure to turn your oven off though. Okay guys, I hope you really enjoyed making that recipe. I know I did. I'm already starting to eat it. But just some substitutions and some ways to serve it. So for substitutions, if you don't have agave or honey or maple syrup or any liquid sugar, you can always just use regular sugar and just let it dissolve in the wet ingredients bowl before you put it on top, so you can still get that caramelization. Some other substitutions are you can change out the milk for non-dairy milk if you have a lactose issue. That shouldn't really affect the recipe, and it should hopefully help your tummy. So this recipe serves 6 people, so you can keep it for yourself or you can do it for a party. I like to cut it up into squares and throw it in the fridge, so I can just pop a square in every morning into the microwave for about a minute, and then it's ready to eat. I am not a morning person. I do not like to spend all my time cooking in the morning, so it's a really great recipe for that. If you really like this recipe, go on to the Kendall Reagan Nutrition Center website, and they have loads more along with blogs for healthy eating tips and just living a great lifestyle.